I'll give the other one to Tanner when he gets here. He's going to be a bit late.
But try, remember you should switch down when you're close here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be sitting there. Yeah.
But you need to be a bit further away from me.
Yeah.
I'm not getting you.
Yeah, I'll be behind you, so I don't need to do that. But yeah, let me know if I need to go back.
It would be difficult for me to see you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Check. Disconnected? Do you need me to check anything or? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be okay. Yeah. Second half we could go down. Hello and welcome to Darcy Street for this round 4 NPL matchup between South Hobart and Glenorchy. Top of the table clash here today. Should be an absolute ripper of a match. My name's Alex Mummery. Thank you for joining me. The sun has just peeked its way out here in South Hobart. Absolutely cracking day for football. A little bit overcast at times. Pretty much no wind. It should be a great game. So for both of these teams, they're both 3 for 3. 2 points ahead of Devonport. Somewhat unexpected, you would say, with Devonport dropping some points earlier in this year. But 2 evenly matched teams on paper. Knights have probably had the more impressive wins, with South Hobart winning each of their games 3-1. Some may argue they have also had a slightly softer schedule, with South Hobart getting a bigger win over Kingborough in that week 1 matchup. Knights have also a goal difference of 20, so they've started the year very well, and I think James Sherman will be happy with how roster with a lot of turnover has performed. We'll go through some of those rosters right now as the teams just shake hands in the pre-match. So starting for South Hobart in goal, we have Nick O'Connell. Stalwart back there for them. Adam Gorry against his old club. A couple of years at Knights and then back to South Hobart at Valiance at Olympia Warriors. So have Musashi Kakubo, Jacob Lancaster, Sam Berezanski and Nick Morton, Austin Yost and Riley Morton. Like Harrison Oates, who's been a good injection of youth into this South Hobart side this season. And Alex Walter coming back from the mainland, with Raph Reynolds making his way down the Midlands from Devonport this season. For Glenorchy, a lot of new names from last season. Angus Burden will be taking over in goals, with Jack Glover, Tyler Harrison in the defence, with Riley Dillon coming across from Clarence Edwards, who started very well for them, potentially their most important player for this game. Nick Mearns patrolling the midfield as always, with Josh Redfern, who has made quite the scoring start for them this season, one of their new import players. Stephen Cordell, who will be joining him on the wing, with Anthony Mamich, Josh Caltaruccio, Jake Parrish and Daniel Schmidt, who will be playing at fullback position for Knights. So, as I say, should be an absolute cracking game today. Good energy in the stands here at Darcy Street. As I said, my name's Alex Murray. Tanner Code will be joining me momentarily. He's just got to come up the highway from the WSL game we're doing. But it should be an absolutely enthralling contest, and I, for one, will be thoroughly intrigued by it as South Hobart get us underway. Lancaster's ball will get cut out, but then recycled by Berezanski. And here's Adam Gorry. And he'll look for Oates. And Parrish made a good tackle. Knights now through Dillon. This is Redfern. This little reverse ball. It's in behind Cordwell. And outside of the boot shot from Mamich. And it will come away. And a bit of a heavy challenge there in the fullback position. And Nick Mearns recycling for Knights. It's been a really good pace for this opening couple of minutes. Here's Anthony Mamich with some lovely footwork. He beats the fullback, and his cross doesn't have the same quality as his dribbling did. Yeah, Toby Havainen not in the squad for South Hobart this week, and this is Kakubo coming in for him, playing, at least immediately taking up that left back position. Raf Reynolds will get it into Berezanski, who has Mearns for company, and it'll get turned over again, and Calderuccio try and get it forward. A little bit of a heading contest in the midfield. And Lancaster coming across and seeing it out of play. Just in the lead up to this match, I'm sort of just trying to think, which is the stronger team on paper? I'd probably have to give a slight advantage to Glenorchy Knights. Obviously, it remains to be seen how a lot of their kind of new players, a few coming over from New Zealand, mainland and other clubs, kind of settle in. With some different looks for South Hobart this season. I think Gorry is a big in for them, and that's a big nudge out by Glover, but not given by the referee. Bit of a yell here up in the stands. I think both teams will just be trying to feel each other out, as I think a lot of supporters would kind of just trying to use this as a bit of a litmus test for how both teams are travelling this season. Whether that title credential is there, or whether they'll have to reevaluate things slightly after this game. I know it is still early in the season. There's Jack Glover. We'll move it into midfield. The long ball doesn't really work out for Knights, though, and Lancaster's ball also doesn't find its intended target. Ball up towards Walter. Used to the body well and shoves out the captain, Tyler Harrison, and referee gives it the other way. I don't know if that was too much different to the other challenge over the other side that Glover came out on top of. That referee judged to have that one a little bit more physical by Walter. And so we get our breath. I think both teams starting in a fairly energetic way. As Calderuccio bounces it back to Harrison. Cordell looking to play it into the gap. Redfern not in the vicinity. Big call for offside. Nothing doing. I don't think Walter was. He's maybe coming back from an offside position. And just a little clip by Berezanski, and get some on the way out. Mamich always having a bit of a friendly shove, you would say. I don't know if these two know each other from around the traps. Mamich having a big smile. The clip on the way out. Is Harrison again. Big ball looking for Dylan. Ooh, nodded into the danger area, and Reynolds will clear. And he'll be out to Riley Morton. Kind of reprising that centre-back position. Lancaster, Berezanski, beautiful combination from South Hobart. Yoss gets swung at by Schmitz. And can't find the quality after that nice run. And Cordell looking for the cross, and it's dealt with well by Kakubo. Doesn't have a typical profile of a left back, Musashi Kakubo. A bit more wiry, a bit taller. Probably not necessarily have that profile, but maybe playing as a kind of a more inverted fullback. We've seen that work very well for Kingbury in the last few weeks. Will be a corner for Knights. Do have some pretty tall timber coming down in Glover and Harrison. Redfern also in the area. It'll be Calderuccio to take. Ball comes in. There's a way by Berezanski. Cordell been doing, and Oates with a counter-attack opportunity. It's in front of Schmidt, and Morton with the pace advantage, but Schmidt just doing that easily in the end. Here's Lancaster, the Kakubo. And now Morton looking to switch the ball. South trying to settle into a pattern of possession here, as they want to do. Really what their style of play is all about. Viewing out until they can kind of use those wider areas. Here's Kakubo. A little feint. Gets into Lancaster working in some tight spaces, and it's a good little channel. Schmidt had departed, but Morton not in the area. Ball forward by Glover, nowhere near Mamich. And we're away through Gorry now. Here's Berezanski. Nice little turn. Maybe just collected by the Knights' defence. Parrish trying to get out of a bit of trouble. Good counter press by South. Berezanski got time. He nods it up in the Walter direction, a bit too high for him. And it'll come back towards Riley Morton. Adam Gorry now. South just starting to control the game a little bit. Gorry with a nice little ball in behind. Looking for Walter in the middle. Cut out though. And out for a goal kick. Again, South now just starting to turn their gears a little bit. As I said, I think Knights will... This will be a bit of a step up from the competition they have faced so far this season. Riverside last week started okay, and they just couldn't really get their structure together, and they got torn apart in the second half and absolutely torn Lonnie United apart in round one. So it's Kakubo. Yost getting absolutely bodies flying everywhere, and he gets through them all. Morton and Kakubo will combine and get back in towards Alex Walter. Big chest down and leading the line today for South Hobart. Gorry with a little bit of time and takes that well down to his centre-back. Ball forward from Lancaster. A little bit behind Oates. He's done well to keep it in, but not to his own advantage, unfortunately. Ball goes long. And we're away now through Raph Reynolds. He'll go into Kakubo, and that won't find Austin Yost out on the wing for South Hobart. Goes away and into Mamich. Maybe a sniff of a foul there on Redfern. Redfern again. Looking for Cordwell, shaping for a scissor kick. Dillon will take it though and ends up being offside. A bit of a half sniff for Glenorchy there. I think both teams with a very flexible kind of front-facing arrangement here. Nick Morton often drifting forward for South Hobart, and see there Redfern playing out on the wing, Cordwell more in the centre. And it's kind of kept that formation. And here goes Oates. Looking for the overlap of Adam Gorry. Will he get there first? A 50-50 challenge, and Jack Glover will get there and he'll put it out of play. Here's Reynolds. And Morton now. Again, South Hobart having a little bit more controlled possession. Turning the corners, Oates. Can he get past Cardaruccio? Can. Morton setting it back up for Lancaster. Kakubo. A bit of an early ball. Gorry now with space, and he'll whip it in. Away by Knights. And down again for Gorry. Now, Stefan Cordwell go looking for Redfern. He's in a 1-on-3, but he's in a good position. Can he set it back up for Cordwell at the top of the box? It's Cordwell! And it's not on target. First real opportunity for Glenorchy Knights today. I have to say, good piece of awareness from Josh Redfern, and Cordwell setting up in a nice position. You want him to be doing better from there. Here's Yost. He'll be able to get a throw in for South Hobart. Alex Walter will go through. Oates with a shot! And bounces wide for South Hobart. Another good opportunity. Both teams are in this game. 2 first shots in anger there. And it'll go back out for Raph Reynolds. A bit of a scuff clearance, and now Redfern's in a good area for Knights. He'll try and take him on. He gets through one. Back post cross. Mamich is there. Teed up for Cordwell. Can't quite shield Lancaster off it, and he'll just clear away. Knights now looking to be on the front foot. Good ball from Cataruccio. Yost, who's been impressive in this first 12 minutes or so. We go through with Mamich again. Schmidt working his way out of trouble. Ball from Mearns is a good one. O'Connell has to come. He gets there only just. And another good piece of play by Glenorchy Knights. That is a fantastic little through ball from Nick Mearns. I don't think he could have weighted that much differently, and really good awareness from Nick O'Connell in the South Hobart goal. It's poked through to Mearns. Schmidt now. And he'll work it through. Raph Reynolds turns it over, and Redfern goes for the long shot. Didn't get the height that he wanted. O'Connell off his line, but alert to the danger. A little bit of quick thinking from Redfern. Morton just keeping it simple for now, and maybe O'Connell with a back spinning clearance. Here's Stefan Cordwell now in a good position for Knights. And be away by Yost. Can he get through Schmidt? Trying to use his pace, and does body him off it. Schmidt now using his body, and good battle between the two. And that's the supporters really enjoying that battle. And it's been a lively start to the game, 0-0. Just said, no wind at all here at Darcy Street. Really good conditions for football. Pitch is looking in decent nick as well, which is good to see early in the year. Last year, it didn't quite come into the season as well as would have liked, and long ball for Morton is cut out. A little nod down is cut out by Cataruccio. Mamich with a poke through, it doesn't get there. Yost with quick feet, taken out by Mearns. Advantage paid, little ball back in by Walter. Can't find Nick Morton, who made a good run. A nice little play off that free kick from, well, advantage from South Hobart. Yost has been getting nicked a little bit on the way out. I'm going to get it underway pretty quickly, even though Yost isn't up. So they don't have a player out on this near side. And Raph Reynolds will just, again, just trying to build up from the back, South Hobart. I think Knights are looking to press a little bit harder. Harrison will just send one into the channel. Caldwell's not there, but Riley Dillon's coming from the other side of the park. And he'll put a late one in on Morton. And that will be a free kick. Don't think there'll be a card for it, but it's definitely a bit late on the South Hobart centre-back. He's gone down just clutching at his neck. Just a little bit tweaked. Sometimes you get hit on the way out. Those and put off balance and just can feel that one for a couple of minutes. And the ball will come back to Morton, who's recovered. Yost now. It's been lively. He'll look for Walter. Gives him a bit of a tough ball to control and doesn't get there. But that ball, a little bit of a hospital pass. Harrison with some good feet out of centre-back. Referee's pulled up for a free kick somewhere. And we'll go back to Gorry. Raph Reynolds. Knights are just sort of morphing into a bit of a two banks of four when they're out of possession. Mamic dropping quite deep, and then when they've got the ball, he comes out wide. So it leaves them quite aggressive in their formation straight out. There we go with Redfern down the channel. Morton's in there, and it's a really good challenge. Nice sliding tackle, timed very well. And get yourself in a bit of trouble on those balls that are just have that little bit of bobble on them, and it's done very well on the slide challenge. There's Schmidt. Get it in towards Mamic. Some lovely feet. He'll spin back inside. It's behind Redfern, but we'll try and get inside as well. It doesn't happen for them, and South will get away from that bit of danger. Walters run through, and it was offside. Did look a good half metre off. Just wanting to make sure he found the ball there. Long ball goes in for Gorry, and that's a smart little header back to his keeper.
I love it.
It's been again, a good even contest so far, and I think if you were doing some predictions before the game, I probably would have predicted a draw today. I think that will be what you'd think. Like both teams pretty even on paper, unbeaten. Here's Redfern in a bit of space. Flag stays down. Can he pick out a teammate? Goes wide and cut out by Gorry. Riley Dillon was lurking there at the back post, and Gorry wasn't there. That would have been an easy finish. Good foot in by Berezanski. Clean win. Dispossessed Mamic. Body by Harrison is good one. Just enough on that one to disturb Alex Walter. I think that matchup today will be an absolutely tasty one. Alex Walter coming back to the league after MVP performance a few seasons ago. And he'll go away and back in the middle. Here's Mearns with Caruccio. We go back out to Oates. Long ball in early. Walter's there. It comes off the keeper though. Just didn't have his header quite on target. I think he had the open goal there. Tev Angus, 13 in goals, who Josh Jones sitting on the bench for Glenorchy today. It's not the tallest profile of keeper that you've seen in NPL. I think that high ball could be an option. Obviously, Harrison is quite accomplished in the air, as is Glover. So they'll have the centre-backs to kind of make up for that lack of height of their keeper. And Redfern now starting to get a bit more involved in the game. Kakubo will get it through, and Redfern with a counter press. Morton now. There's been a bit of this with South Hobart, just happy to spread around the back, and I think Knights more have that emphasis in the midfield in turning the ball over rather than a really high press. It'll come away now through Parrish. He'll go down to Dillon. He hasn't had a lot of say in this game so far. Mamich will get there, though. Now here is Riley Dillon. He'll shape to shoot, and it's a low, raking shot. I think for a second he thought maybe I'll chip it over his head, but thought it might be a better idea just to go low. He'll go back in and out. And way over the head of University juniors down there, still in their kits. Come to watch the game. Always good to see the next generation watching senior footy in Tasmania. And Knights now in good attacking area, but they can't really haven't been able to get a lot of sort of passing actions through. Calderuccio. Gorry has been reading those back post crosses well. Cordwell will loop it up towards Mamish, who's stayed on side. A really interesting kind of slow style about him, Anthony Mamish. That ball comes in. It was Calderuccio try and spread it out wide, but just kind of on the half volley and just find its required target. Yeah, just almost liken him to a Kyle Anderson if you're an NBA fan. This might be getting a little bit niche in the references, but he's got that really languid, slow style that is quite an effective one. It's kind of off-putting almost as a defender. There's Schmidt and a bit of a tussle in the midfield. And it'll get spread back out towards Glover. And away into Redfern. Bit of space, and he'll jink his way through the midfield. He'll come to Cordwell. And Mamich will receive and find Cordwell again. He'll go for a longer pass. Redfern brings it down. Maybe Redfern again. Great shot by Redfern, but an excellent save by O'Connell. Very quick reflexes. Danger not quite cleared yet, but it does eventually go out of play for a goal kick. It's Glenorchy's best opportunity so far. Redfern got a lot of power on that. Hit that one very cleanly, but straight out the keeper, really. And O'Connell with a nice reflex save, but any further away, and I think that would have challenged the South number one. As we approach the 25th minute of the half. Still 0-0 here at Darcy Street. Still resplendent in sunshine. Harrison will launch it forward again for Knights. And Dillon. Oh, nice little nutmeg on his, well, not former teammate, on Adam Gorry. There's both coming from different clubs this season. Here's Yost. We'll go across to Adam Gorry. Oates in a bit of space behind Parrish, but didn't want to pop it over the top for him. Oh, a touch from Yost is a little bit casual, and Mearns is right onto that. Have to ask him twice to make a challenge. Mearns was very impressive last week in that Riverside game. Really controlled things in there, and I think just sort of shows where Knights are trying to put their emphasis. They don't really press these sorts of situations too hard, but right in this area is where they work hard to get it back. So Lancaster, Berezanski have often two players right on their hammer. As Yost has made his way into midfield, and Morton just hanging out on this left-hand side just for the time being. Here's Riley Morton. Goes long for Alex Walter. And doesn't find him. And we'll just get restarted through Schmidt. Kikubo with a little header. And Knights starting to get a little bit more of the ball now. So I think they've got the better pressure on the opposing goal. Been setting up in this sort of area a lot more than South Hobart have. And out of any sort of position, they can often create a half chance through a counter press or just a turnover from South Hobart. South Hobart will try and play out, and it's well nicked away by Cordwell, but Kikubo making up for a little mistake from Lancaster. This probably didn't get a yell from a teammate that he had a man right behind him. Gorry now in space, overlapping as he does so well. He'll go wide. It's a good ball for Morton, and we'll find the feet of South Hobart. Captured early ball in. Walter with a shot. It's blocked. It's a bit of counter-attacking football from South Hobart. You can release Adam Gorry in space. It's always a threat. Now they're just trying to build up again. The Oates will open up. Gorry using the afterburners. It's shielded out by Jake Parrish. Coming in for Matthew Burkic this week. Comes in to Riley Dillon. Again, hasn't had a lot of it out on that far side. Ball through from Mearns. It's creative, but will run out of space for Redfern. I think we're just kind of trying to get in the mind of coaching staffs of both teams so far, and both teams will be reasonably happy with how they're actually playing. Here goes Walter, putting the afterburners on. That was a pretty clean challenge from Tyler Harrison, I have to say. But we'll go out for a corner. Really nice covering challenge from the Knights captain. And Walter's showing his speed in that encounter. First real corner opportunity for South Hobart this game. Adam Gorry will be looking to take an out swinger. Morton's going short, and they do take it short. Looks like this has been pre-practiced. Walter with a free header. Loops up in the air and over the top. He's had a couple little heading opportunities, Alex Walter, today. Both been not simple at all. A little diving opportunity there. But nice little training ground routine, that one. You could see Gorry didn't even have to look up. As soon as Morton went, he knew he was there. Morton with that short ball in. As Mamich is running after it, and it's not the best clearance from Kikubo. Redfern shaping to shoot. To find Cordwell again. Cordwell on the drive. Slices it off his left foot. And well out of play. They look decent on those counter-attacking opportunities. Cordwell has not had his shooting boots on today. Two decent opportunities, you'd have to say, for this level. That one, you know, on the left foot, difficult, but you at least want him to not be slicing that one away, unfortunately. It does happen, though. And South Hobart will get us back underway. We'll go right up towards Nick Morton. Into Caruccio. A chaos ball here, and Riley Dillon, both South Hobart defenders left it for each other. And Dillon sort of weaseling his way in there. Mamich is lurking at the back post, finds his way to him, bring it down, turns again. Kakubo with a good foot in, and that will be out for a throw-in. And will be another throw for Glenorchy. It's been a bit of a sustained pressure from them. Cordwell in the area, and it will come away. And Alex Walter with a nice little chest down. It's been an excellent battle there. It's not the best ball, and Harrison will easily field that first and send it into the grandstand. Yeah. Just let me know when you've got your mic on trial or error. Just tap me.
And how you keep that?
As we'll have Kakubo coming in. So we'll welcome in co-commentator who's made his way down the outlet, Tanner Code. Welcome in, Tanner.
Afternoon, Alex.
It's been a good game so far here at South Hobart. Still 0-0. Very even contest. There's a bit of shoving going on down there, and the tetchiness continues between Schmidt and Yost.
Goodness me, heating up in the first 10 seconds I've been here.
Yeah. Been a good intensity to this one so far, I have to say. Nothing too untoward from either team, but I think they just understand what's on the line today. It could be a good lead at the top of the NPL standings, obviously depending on what happens in the Devonport game as well. But if there's a draw, there'll be lots of different ramifications. A win, lose or draw here.
Absolutely. Devonport rarely drop points, so this game is very crucial for the race, even early. Top of the table clash.
Here's Mearns, and he'll head it back in to Morton. A little bit of a volleyball match happening so far. Berezanski. Calderuccio will bring it down, and Yost will head it up in the air. Keeps going here. This might break the record for keepy-ups. It does take a bounce, and still a bit of a bobble here. Walter will bring it down. He'll finally get the ball on the ground, and he'll get through. It's an interesting ball. Berezanski just left that area open, and Mamich now on the break. Good header from Kakubo. Mamich still in there, and it's well shielded off by Nick O'Connell. And crowd getting into it here at Darcy Street.
Yes, they certainly are. I can barely hear myself speak. And if we can send that volleyball footage for viral, can we please do that?
Yeah, well, I kind of wonder what the record would be. I'm sure someone knows, but we won't get into extra football nerdy territory here.
Gee, that's a risky clearance there by the keeper.
Yeah, Burton chipping that one over in the air, but it makes its way to Riley Dillon, who hurried out of it. And Gorry
looks to find Nick Morton. Morton ever the control. Back down to Gorry. Gorry now down to Morton again. What can the captain produce? Happy just to go short once more as Yost. Yost has found the way through.
It'll be Oates now, and just shielded out of him by Glover. And been a really nice little bit of play by South Hobart there.
Yes, it certainly was.
But Harrison and Glover have remained a rock back there for Glenorchy. I thought with the departure of Eli Lutmer, I thought, oh, look, that might be a little bit of a big hole to kind of step into. But Glover has looked the part so far back there for Glenorchy Knights. And Harrison, as ever, patrolling things well, as Stephen Cordwell brushing his way through the middle. And, yeah, will be a foul called by the referee on Riley Morton.
Look, to be honest, I thought that was actually pretty decent pressure, but it looks like it's been a foul given for a dive by Brenton Stephen Cockruff.
Okay, yeah. He didn't really have anywhere to go, so I don't blame him for jumping through the gap there. I could understand a no foul call. I don't know if I'd call that simulation, but fair enough.
He is absolutely adamant that that was not a dive.
Gets a slice of cheese on his way. I thought he was going to card up Morton for that. I was like, oh, that's a bit stiff on Riley Morton, but no, it's gone the other way, and South Hobart will take it the other way. feel like Stephen Caudle might feel slightly aggrieved to that situation. I think that's probably fair enough that there wasn't a lot of contact, but in that situation, I think going down there is a little bit harsh for a yellow card. That's my take anyway.
Yes, I do agree, but Copper's he's a non-nonsense referee.
Yes. Yep, he definitely saw it in his way, and Glover will bring it away. And now Glenorchy, if they have a chance to counter, they don't, because Yost is right on Mamich's tail, but Schmidt will send it right high. Kakubo, good header. 50-50 in there for Mamich, and will go long again. Oates is in the area.
This could be dangerous.
Oates does kind of carry the ball off Jake Parrish. And Parrish will get it back, and he'll go direct in the Redfern direction. And it will just really go out of play.
Glenorchy Knights coach James Sherman calling for the space. Got to utilise it.
Yeah, I was just saying before, interesting to see kind of what changes each coach will make at half-time and potentially later in this game. It's been a pretty much of an arm wrestle so far. Here's Parrish. There's a little step over through, trying to get through Gorry, and Gorry just says, none of that, thank you. And he'll put that out of play for a corner.
Well defended by Adam Gorry, ever the veteran.
Yeah, playing against his old club this week. It'll be interesting. He has played at many a club, Adam Gorry, so yeah. You could say that about, Olympia no longer, but Devonport as well. But South Hobart in the past. Parrish's ball isn't a good one, and he will just get looped up into the air. Caldwell, who has been lively, he'll get it over to Cataruccio, number 13 there for
pulling off the ball.
Knights.
Berezanski looks down the flank, finds the feet of Austin Yost.
It's Berezanski with a shot. And he'll just send it wide. Again, hard to tell who's kind of on top here. I think chances at either end, and has been a electrifying 0-0 so far. And look at Adam Gorry bringing this one over. So see if the set-piece routine happens again. Doesn't look like Nick Morton's coming short for it yet. So it might just be a traditional in-swinger here.
As Gorry will take. Hand signal has gone up. Sends it into the box. Morton was just bullied off the ball. That's temporarily cleared by Glenorchy, as they will now look to pounce.
He'll go through. Dillon on the counter. Doesn't quite get there. Reynolds with the cutout. And Gorry on the other side of the pitch where he normally is. He goes with the left foot. It's not an awful ball, but Kakubo's gone into central attacking midfield from left back.
As Schmidt has just gone down there.
Oh, yeah, just behind play, yeah. Didn't spot that one. I spotted Tanner. He's holding his head.
Just going to get the concussion protocol checked out here for Mearns. Sorry, my apologies, Nick Mearns.
Yeah, they are similar hair colours. It's hard to see often on the injury. He's a very, very tough competitor, Nick Mearns, so it takes a lot to send him down to his knees. It's just holding his side there. I'm just wondering if that's a little kind of knock in the ribs or something like that. So both teams just take this opportunity to catch their breath. It has been hammer and tongs first half here at Darcy Street.
Yes, it certainly have. For what I've seen in the last 10 minutes, it's definitely been a real arm wrestle.
Yeah, the intensity's right up there. I think it's really good to see NPL Tasmania right at the top, that two evenly matched teams really wrestling it out, bringing that intensity, and it might come down to eventually who has the legs or who has quality off the bench. Will be looks like a drop ball that will get given back to Knights. Kubo playing it on. Maybe it doesn't get given back to Knights, so South Hobart will retain possession just from the advanced position.
It's Riley Morton. Now we'll look down his flanks. Now finds Raph Reynolds. Reynolds down to Berezanski. Berezanski wanted to go through. Only as far.
It's only as far as Kubo, and then we'll go to Morton. Good poke through, looking for Walter. Cut out there by Glover. In that sort of afternoon, a lot of good little pieces of interplay, and just hasn't quite come off either team. Two really good centre-back pairings, and Reynolds showing why he is one of the top centre-backs in the league.
Certainly a fantastic pick up for South Hobart coming over from the mainland, previously at Devonport Strikers. Good stroke of genius from Ken Morton to bring him into the squad.
Yeah, I think they recruited well, as opposed to Knights have brought in a lot of new players. South just one or two, as Caldwell is one of those new players, and he'll jink his way through, but Reynolds, again, just talks about him. Strong in the challenge. And go Reynolds controlling again, just at centre-back. And bring through to Morton and Lancaster, and out wide here for Yost.
Austin Yost trolls with the chest well. Has a sus. Goes to the Morthog. Morton does weave his way through the traffic well, and he does win a free kick.
And well pulled up there by the ref. I think he was trying to play a bit of advantage. Kikubo will get it underway quickly in the Walter direction, and he'll kind of give it a half. I think he was trying to cross that in for Berezanski, but
probably could have gone himself, to be fair, Alex.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a difficult angle to do anything there from. I don't know whether he was shooting or not. As the game's sort of opening up now. It's really spread. It's a little bit more end-to-end than it was in the opening stanza of this first half.
Yes, it certainly has.
Yost again, and he'll knock it out towards Ruff Reynolds.
Reynolds. Riley Morton. Morton sends the ball long. Quobo. Quobo finds Alex Walter. No, not quite, actually. My apologies.
Half a shout of a handball there from Alex Walter. Knights shifting back into this defensive shape that they've been playing all game. So it's kind of almost a 4-4-2 setup with Cordell sitting high and Dillon and Mamich slotting back into deeper midfield. They're really protecting, particularly their fullbacks, well this game.
Yes, they certainly have. As the ball just comes back into play. Naden. Happy to chip it down. Cleared.
Be away there for just a throw in, and just inching our way towards half-time here at Darcy Street. It's Josh Redfern in the area. Go through Mearns, though, and he'll head back up to Jack Glover.
That's great pressure there by Alex Walter.
Yeah, he's been working hard, well held by Glenorchy centre-backs as well. Here's Harrison Oates, one of the young players for South Hobart. Pressure and a bit of shirt pulling, and definitely a foul there.
Seisman not going to miss that one.
No. I think, we could see it from way up here. And shouldn't be too much injury time, you wouldn't think, as we approach that mark. I think maybe a little bit for just that Mearns stoppage, but really hasn't been a lot of stoppage time. The keepers have been moving the ball along really well. James Sherman just a little bit frustrated with how his team is playing out there. Now, that's kind of morphing into that other shape where they're not in that 4-4-2, and Redfern with a brilliant little through ball for
Riley Dillon. Probably could have gone for goal himself if he wanted it.
Yeah, maybe a little cut back inside would have been nice.
Nothing wrong with the non-selfish play, though.
Yeah, I think they're trying to tee up Caldwell at the top of the box there. He's sort of lurking with Josh Redfern playing as a deeper 9, and then Caldwell kind of lurking off him as like a 10-second striker or sort of thing. It's
Nick Morton just protesting to referee Mr. Copra about that throw. He cannot believe it. As throw does come back into play. Nice now looking. Morton does get the ball back. It's a good tackle there by Naden. My apologies, sorry, caught a 0 on the tackle there.
Yeah, just a little 50-50 there. Sorry, I was a bit unsighted by that one. But it does go out for a goal kick. And we will just probably have the halftime whistle, you would say, in the not too distant future. He goes O'Connell up and Cordwell and Mamich win headers, and Cordwell trying to get it back, but Gorry able to hook it out of there, and we'll go forward.
Heaved long by Lancaster as Walter heads the ball away, looking for Yost. Yost did almost give up there, but just cleared away there by Glenorchy. I think I did see the check of the watch there by Brenton Copra.
Yeah, potentially at the end of this minute. So that would give us, judging by the ground timing, that would be into just over 2 minutes of stoppage time.
As Riley Morton has a look up, could find Walter if he favours it. Long ball into the keepers of Burden, sorry, my apologies. Angus Burden.
Just seeing to play out this half, and it's Tyler Harrison again. Now they're going to launch one more forward. I think he's looking long.
Has to favour it.
Mamich is there. Kakubo with a big header. It's been just that little bit of a height mismatch out there, and Copra does blow the halftime whistle, and that will be half-time here at Darcy Street. It's been an excellent half of football. Still 0-all. All to play for here in the second half.
Oh, it's been very good, entertaining football for the neutral. Glenorchy did have their chances towards the end of that half, but South definitely took their chances as well. So it's going to be a very intriguing second half.
Yeah, it's been a very even game. Both teams with no real clear-cut opportunities throughout the half. Both teams working very, very hard off the ball. So it's been great first half. Hopefully we'll see some goals in the second, but if not, I haven't been disappointed. Yes, just having a quick look at a little bit of a chat going on from one of the Knights assistant coaches asking for clarification.
It's Alex Tatnall just trying to get a bit of clarity on one of our
maybe
decisions.
Just a little bit of a pressure as we look towards our second half. I hope you'll join us for it. And we'll meet you back here at Darcy Street in just a few minutes. Well done, sorry. Deep in there.
With Macca's new surprise prize, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of winning. With millions of dollars worth of prizes, plus weekly draws for your chance to win $10,000 cash. Peel your fries for a chance to find a prize.
Our McCafe blend isn't just barista crafted across Australia. Our beans are also sourced from Kenya, Honduras, Ethiopia and Brazil, then roasted in Melbourne. Just another reason it's coffee fit for an Aussie.
Look, yep. But what about now? Now I have the unit connected that road to 2. Do you have any? It should be, yes. It says the microphone. No, look, if I take off the now, take out completely from 2 row, right? I did it before. You didn't say. Just give me 1 second. So now nothing is connected to 2. And that's already how it was half of the first half. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with it, right? That's what I'm saying. No, wait, so input 2, now, for example, I can put it on internal mic. How is that? So the same. So I can put input 2 on input 1 in the menu of the camera. So that input 2 reads from input 1. Yeah, we can. Yeah. So what do you want me to do? Leave it as it is? So go back, switch back to how it works. Right. Look, the problem I have with, if it were in the camera, right, I would hear it because I have the headphones plugged in, right, and I see all the sound just when they go into the transmitter. So I'll try to reconnect the transmitter now. No. Okay. All right. No, sorry about it. I just have no idea what can be wrong. Right. Okay. Right.
Welcome back to Darcy Street for the second half of this NPL matchup between South Hobart and Glenorchy. My name's Alex Mummery. Joining alongside me is Tanner Code as we get underway in this second half. It's currently 0-0. Been a really intriguing game so far, but yet to trouble the scorer's book either side. As Knights get us back underway and get turned over towards Berezanski, and it will go through for Oates. It's way by Glover, and Glenorchy will just control it for now. Tanner, what do you think both teams have to do to kind of push through and get a result here?
Utilise their flanks. You've got Walter on the flank. You've got Dylan for Knights. This is just where the danger's going to have to come. As Adam Gorry.
You can see Gorry heading down that flank right there. Yeah,
no
exactly
commentator's curse on that.
No, absolutely. I think he has been a absolute key for South when they have looked their best, is getting him in space out here on this right-hand side.
As Tyler Harrison just has a look up, happy to slow down the play. Could send down the long ball if he wants it. Hesitated, and that's what happens when you hesitate, Alex.
Yeah, it's turned over in a dangerous area for South Hobart, and Oates will just turn his way through and pushed over by Parrish, and Dylan, just a bit of a waste of a ball there from Riley Dylan. I expect a little bit better from a player of his quality.
Yes, he certainly would, as Adam Gorry now tries to find Walter. Walter bullied off the ball there by Glover. Knights now send it forward.
Redfern has knocked it down, and he'll get it back, and this will be an interesting opportunity for Knights. Redfern, Cordwell, it's Mamich, and it's a good save by O'Connell. It's another really quick little reflex save that Nick O'Connell has had to make. There's two of those today now, and nice little link-up play between the two new Knights recruits and Anthony Mamich as well.
Yes, that was a lovely link-up play there. Good save there by Nick O'Connell.
Yeah, it's been really good today. I feel like sometimes doesn't have a lot to do or can get a little bit over-aggressive, but he's made some excellent little body saves, and the reflexes on show today. So Knights will have a corner though, and he'll come in from Cataruccio. He slips a little bit in taking it and didn't really have legs on the ball.
Yes, that's a very low delivery. Knights will look to the recover.
Parrish with some lovely little footwork, and Cataruccio again stands it up to the back post. Walter with a big header, really big leap, and will be Oates who is on his bike, and he's kind of getting through some
Oates is
traffic.
off the ball there. That has to be infringement.
Yeah, free kick. And they take it quickly. Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, maybe not. We were two on the throttle there.
Yeah, it took me by surprise. And just spotting a little change for Glenorchy. Again, we don't get these half-time subs up to us. It looks like Joel Samet might have come on in the number 6. I'm just trying to make sure that change has happened. Yeah, it looks like Parrish and Samet are just changing position. So Parrish has gone into a midfield spot and Samet out on this left-back position. So a little bit of a tweak for the Glenorchy Knights coaching staff, and that's got through. Beautiful football way by Yost, and Walter is right there, but well taken by Burden, and lovely bit of footwork there, really threatening play, and it's the sort of play that South Hobart make their money on, that little low ball cut inside.
Oh, it's lovely work there by Yost. Cleared away by the Morthog.
Yeah, playing a little bit more of a defensive position today, Nick Morton, and
Dylan wants the ball taken quickly. Marked up almost immediately. So the Knights now go back. Glover. That's a lovely chip over to Dylan. Dylan, still Dylan.
Ooh, bit of a 50-50 there for O'Connell to take, and it's well away. Steph Cordwell being a threatening player. Gorry will go in the Oates direction, and he's pushed away.
Bit of a miscommunication there as Nick Morton now recovers. Sends the ball down. Well cleared away by Tyler Harrison.
It's gone well over the fence and into... I feel like the neighbouring houses around here at Darcy Street just must, I don't know, have a myriad of all sorts of different athletic equipment that get in their backyard. I've certainly hit a few tennis balls over the fence back there, and you could imagine basketballs and soccer balls, frisbees potentially. To manage to get a ball in play, and Redfern just not able to wiggle his way through.
No, Morton able to lock him down well there. Knights will now take the throw in. As Smith. Connor Smith turned over the ball almost immediately as Alex Walter. Not too sure what they were thinking on that pass there. Nick Morton did put up the hand as if to say, my bad.
Yeah, just a little bit misplaced. There's been a couple of those from both teams thus far in the second half. Hasn't quite had the same intensity of the first as yet. I'm expecting that to open up a little bit more throughout this second half, and Burden playing very short to Harrison. Almost not really worth even taking that pass, but they make it out wide, and Kikubo wheeling his way through, and then he'll recycle for South Hobart. And Reynolds, who might have been close to South Hobart's best on in that first half with some of those tackles he made, will give the ball away, and then it will get just launched straight back up to Nick O'Connell.
Just some quick scores from around the grounds. Clarence Zebras are up 2-1 just heading into half-time over Launceston United.
Yeah, it'll be a good result for them if they can get on the board, get their NPL season underway. As
Parrish sends the ball down. Oh, to slip at just a crucial moment. Goodness me.
Coddle just losing his footing there slightly, and
Gorry now onto with the bike. Happy to pass it down to Oates, to Walter.
Yeah, it just clipped on the way through there by Glover, and a definite foul there for me. And Southwell will get a free kick. Walter just a little bit ginger as he gets up.
This is what Knights are going to have to do, though. You've got to take out the key players out of the game if you're going to have that urgency to just break through. Walter's one of those players you need to keep a lock on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he struggled to get into the game for the first probably 10 or 15 minutes, and he's really just having a bit more of an impact probably the last half an hour or so. It's been well managed by the Glenorchy defence, but he is causing them problems at the same time.
Would you be happy with the points if you were James Sherman?
It's an interesting question, and I think if I was Glenorchy, I'd be happy with a point. Given it is an away game, that's probably the only reason. And I guess if it stays 0-0, it's not disappointing because you haven't given up anything in a way, but you also haven't scored either. So it's a hard one. I think they'll be okay with it, given that Devonport have also had a draw thus far. So it at least keeps them pace with the strikers for now.
Yes, that's definitely right. It's Glover.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we'll remain to see how the game plays out, but I'd be interesting to hear both Morton and Sherman's thoughts on if they would be happy with the draw or not. So, yeah, all to play for still, and interesting ramifications for the season in any result.
As Nick Morton bullies his way through, Oates down to Gorry. Gorry sends the ball along. There's nothing doing momentarily as Alex Walters just trying to use his body. As now find Berezanski. Berezanski's shot was low.
He'll go out to Yost and just a way out of play. And South Hobart's starting to just get a little bit more on top here. I feel like Knights haven't quite had the momentum in this second half.
No, they certainly haven't. That slip just at the top of the box there could prove a pivotal moment.
Overall in the game, they've had the better opportunities. Like Nick O'Connell's had to make much better saves, and Burden has barely touched the ball, to be fair to him. But in terms of overall control and territory, South Hobart starting to get ahead in that area, though, as it's turned over, and Cordwell will play it back to Redfern. Redfern in a 1-on-2, just his touch let him down a little bit there.
Oh, my
and it'll be away by South Hobart with Lancaster.
Goodness, that was well defended by South, but that could have been very dangerous as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Long ball goes down to Yost.
Yeah, Yost with an excellently timed run, but far too much pepper on that one.
Ball lost in the bushes down there at Darcy Street.
Yeah. Just going back to that question of what teams are happy with, I think Knights have set up a little bit more defensively in some ways in how their midfield is kind of gone. They've been dropping a few more players back when they haven't had the ball.
Yes, they certainly have, as Burden takes a quick. Almost bullied off the pressure there as Riley Dillon. That's well done there by Alex Walter.
Yeah, just bullied Cataraccio off it there. Really nice little tackle.
As Riley Morton now goes down the flank. A bit of hesitation there by Cookabo. So Nick O'Connell will look to reset the play. Finds the feet of Oates. Gorry does well to keep it in. Gorry sends it long, but nothing doing. No option presenting there, Alex.
Yeah, nothing really on in that sort of play by South, and I think that's what Glenorchy have really done well, is they've kind of let South Hobart pass it around in the back, but when they get it in advanced positions, they have absolutely nothing. It's been really solid. You can even see now they've still got two kind of holding midfielders back, so I think they're really trying to play a bit more on the break in this second half.
It's not a bad tactic, to be fair.
No, and as I said, I think it's been effective for them with having the better chances so far. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, inviting pressure onto you can be a double-edged sword, but it can leave you a lot more space to attack into at the same time. So Kubo will just take a little throw in, and Mamich is sort of cruising through the area, and we'll just go out for another little throw.
Mick Morton trying to do a bit of the dance there.
Yeah.
He does love his footwork.
Yeah, he's got the very unique gait and can turn a player at will. Well done by Mamich, and it'll be Redfern just trying to get his way through, and hasn't had a lot of joy this entire game, really, Josh Redfern. He's been pretty prolific in the opening few games for Knights, and I think he'll potentially go close to winning the Golden Boot for Knights, but just hasn't had a lot of quality service as yet, and he's been well held by Reynolds and Morton there.
Alex, that is a very bold call early, only in round 4.
Yeah, I mean, they've put a few goals away so far, Glenorchy Knights, but yeah, that is I think any striker playing for one of these top teams, they'll have an opportunity. Nick Morton has been up there in the past, and with Devonport going through some changes. I know Ichimura has had a very hot start himself. Will the departure of Fernandez Garrido open the door for another Golden Boot winner this season? Potentially, I would think so, but we'll see how we go.
As Ref Reynolds just heads the ball away.
Here's Redfern now. He's cutting inside. He'll poke it away. Chance for a half shout of a free kick, and the advantage was paid, and they will regret that advantage was paid in the end.
Yes,
Cordwell hasn't had his shooting boots on at all today. That's the third one he's skewed well wide. It's been he's been getting in good positions, done a lot well around the ground, Stephen Cordwell. I've enjoyed watching him play, but the end product's not there.
These are the opportunities you have to take at Darcy Street.
Yeah, they've had enough of a sniff, I think, Knights to have a goal here. It was Parrish and Cataruccio linking up, and Schmidt will go down the line for Mamich. He's in a bit of trouble, and he'll turn the ball over for Yost, and Yost trying to find Morton.
Anthony Mamick, another young pickup for Glenorchy Knights.
Here we go. There's Cordwell again. He'll get Redfern in space. Cutting inside. It's Redfern with a decent opportunity. Just sent over the bar. That's another good opportunity for Glenorchy Knights. That would have been an absolutely classic goal if he just stuck that top bin. Not too far away.
No, not too far away. As Connor will now reset the play. Lets to go down to Raphael Reynolds. Reynolds sends it long to Walter. Walter does go down hard there.
Yeah, that's a foul for mine, but South have the ball still. And at least he just got a bit caught there. Morton with the ball in, and Walter's not up there, so it doesn't find anyone.
Yes, he possibly is a little winded.
Yeah, that's a tough one to cop. Maybe there wasn't too much in there. There was definite contact, that's all.
As Nick Morton now regains possession. Morton and his hold-up play always impresses me, Alex.
Yeah, interesting to see he's been playing a bit deeper. As that ball from Gorry just skewing a little bit wide. Yeah, I wonder whether as kind of a last-ditch effort, maybe last 15, 20 minutes, you put him up further up the field next to Walter even. And I don't think at this point of the year either coach will be desperate to get all 3 points, but maybe they'll want to roll the dice too, who knows.
Well, Glenorchy already with a 20-goal difference, so I reckon they would definitely love to get those 3 points today.
Yeah, if they can just keep pace, they are going to be very hard to catch with the numbers that they've put up so far.
So Lancaster now finds the feet of Adam Gorry. Gorry down to Oates. Oates just loses the ball momentarily. Now down to Riley Dillon. Dillon feeds the ball down to Redfern.
Redfern now, Caldwell, he's cutting inside. He hits it this time. It's a better shot from Caldwell, but still over the bar. He's getting closer, so we'll say that much. That one was a decent hit. Definitely had to take it on. Just a little bit high on that one.
Yes, the commentary curse could come to haunt you on that. Caldwell certainly getting onto it.
I don't wish anyone poorly. I very happily see him score one and make me look silly. Here he is again. Here's Caldwell now.
Caldwell! Just wide. Could now start to open up for Glenorchy as a substitution will be now made with, I believe it's Riley Dillon that's going to be withdrawn.
Yeah, it looks like Nick Naden with that classic flowing hair.
My apologies, it's not Riley Dillon that's coming off.
It's Mamich who is going to be strolling off here.
Yes, Anthony Mamich now coming off for Naden.
A really good, I guess, resource that James Sherman has, able to bring Nick Naden on. I think he would start on a lot of teams in the NPL. So
absolutely, that shows the depth that Knights do have this season. Bring Naden off the bench and you can just change the game just like that.
For half an hour of power, excellent option to have.
As Riley Morton now sends the ball up to Yost. Yost, Walter. He did very well to control that. As now Nick Morton. Morton sends the ball along down to Oates. Oates will look to keep it in, but can't, unfortunately, and kicks the ball away in frustration as well.
Yeah, just getting a little bit away from him, Harrison Oates. I think South Hobart looking to getting a little bit more direct now. Yeah, that was a nice piece of play to get Steph Caldwell open again. Again, he just couldn't quite put it away.
This game is starting to open up now as Raph Reynolds just volleys the ball in to Gorry, to Berezanski. Berezanski nearly clipped his player there as it's sent long by Jack Parrish. Nick O'Connell just temporarily playing sweeper. Happy to bring the ball back into the box.
Yeah, he's just going for a bit of a trot here.
Raph Reynolds sends the ball up, tries to find Walter. Walter was not even close to it as Berezanski could be in a bit of danger. It's now down to Riley Morton. Lancaster just got away from him at that front as Nick Naden now finds Smith. Ball just goes out.
It's out of play again, a little bit of a sort of holding pattern of play now after that. Knights really putting the foot down there and creating a few good opportunities, and here is Naden with his first touch of the ball. It will get popped up in the air, and Morton's header isn't the best, but it does get to Lancaster.
As Adam Gorry now goes down the flank with the head up, looking for the options. Goes down to Oates. Oates tries to work around it, does very well. Berezanski now back down to Adam Gorry. Gorry sends it into the box, could be dangerous. That's a well-taken save there by Angus Burden.
First real moment of danger for Angus Burden, really. Like that's a good take. Went up well, went up high. There's Naden on the counter. Redfern now. sliding challenge for Morton. He's been on the money with those today so far. He's really gotten his timing right on the sliding recovering challenges.
Yes, he certainly has. Because now the game's really just starting to open up, Alex. Just under 25 minutes to go.
Yeah, Knights are really just utilising that space that South Hobart are leaving in behind their back four.
This is a rarity, to be fair, though. You mentioned the venue of Darcy Street. Both teams 0-0. That's not something you see every day at South Hobart.
I think NPL in general, generally fairly high scoring, as Riley Dillon collects and they'll just recycle Knights for the time being. It goes wide and Samet with a little touch through. Dillon's there. Oh. O'Connell did well not to get committed there, actually. I thought for a second he's going in there and Dillon would have gone down and that would have been a penalty. So well managed by the keeper.
Yes, you're definitely right. As South Hobart will now be making a substitution with Alex Walter being withdrew.
Yeah, interesting change. Jacob Herbert coming on. Wrong team. It says number 8, Jacob Herbert. I'll double check that one. Doesn't look like out there.
As Raph Reynolds now sends it long to Nick Morton. Morton temporarily surrounded but does dance around well. Now back down to Lancaster. Not the delivery he would have liked. The pressure's still on there from Austin Yost. Just with their hands up saying, where was my support? As Burden just goes short to Tyler Harrison. Harrison down to Naden. I don't know what they were thinking there because Morton's now regained the possession. He's down in the corner flag. Darcy's round well. Ball sent in. That's a very good header cleared away there by Tyler Harrison.
Yeah, there's been a rock back there so far today. Tyler Harrison. Just confirming it is Jacob Herbert coming on. At least that's what it says on our team sheet. So just double checking that one. And Kikubo trying to get through out on the left-hand side. He's been pretty solid out there. He's not a flying fullback like Adam Gorry is, and I think with Gorry in the side, that's not what you really want at the left-back. He's been quite solid, just happy to play the little passes and maintain possession.
Yes, the tall stature will definitely favour Musashi, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think with Naden coming on, that's a little bit of a better height matchup for the Knights now. I think on those longer balls, Mamich was just getting a little bit jumped over.
Herbert could not get past Riley Dillon, has won the foul.
Yeah, Dillon giving him a little bit of extra, just saying, I beat you there. And remember that one, and I'll get past you again next time. He's got a big grin on his face.
As Tyler Harrison now goes back to Angus Burden. Burden now down to Glover. To Cordwell. Glover boxed in. Nick Morton did try to box him off.
Yeah. Just Cordwell just getting a little bit his wires crossed with Samet there. And Nick Morton will take through, and there's Herbert, and it'll be a nice little 1-2, Nick Morton.
He does have the range if he does want to take the shot, but he's bullied off the ball very well there. Herbert does recover. Could take the shot if he wanted it himself. Player does go down. Nothing doing. Back down to Gorry. Gorry feeds it through. Berezanski. Possible handball there, but nothing doing.
Yeah, I think Glover just managed that well off his chest. It will come up to Redfern, but ultimately turned over. And Kikubo coming, a nice little chip through to Lancaster, who's been quite good, even if a little bit unassuming there in the defensive midfield. And now we put the after jets on and try and beat Schmidt up the line. Doesn't get there.
Yes, tried the little dink around on the wing there, but couldn't quite get around. As Kikubo will take.
Yeah. I wonder if he's got a long throw in his arsenal, just sort of seeing where South Hobart are setting up for this one.
Could find Herbert if he favours it. He elects to go short. Down to Berezanski. Berezanski just taken off the ball almost immediately, but it will be a throw-in again for South Hobart. Second stab at it for Musashi Caldwell.
Just listening to James Sherman here, just barking out a few orders to his Knights players. He's wanting Riley Dillon to get a bit higher on these defensive possessions. They want to catch people on the counter. Here's Herbert now. He'll go to Kikubo. towards Morton, and this dangerous ball is cleared away.
Naden did not give what he would have liked on that, as it's still dangerous. Morton goes for the spectacular, but he takes himself out in the process.
I think he just heard the whistle and was like, don't want to give away a yellow card there. It was shaping for the bicycle.
It was almost taking it out halfway as he fell down and like, oh, maybe I won't go for the spectacular.
Yeah. Seen it before, though, from Nick Morton.
Yes, we certainly has. It's Herbert down to Riley Morton. Morton does go in with the tackle. Had to be pretty careful there. You mentioned the slide tackles, how he has been well-behaved.
Been absolutely nailing them today. Really, really well timed for the most part. And Gorry just playing that smartly off Riley Dillon.
I love the intensity look of Dillon and Gorry there.
Yeah.
Just see that challenge.
Been a good match-up so far. I have to give probably the colours to Gorry so far, as Caldwell almost snakes that one away. And Glover will just, bit of a 50-50 in there with Nick Morton.
My goodness, the arms are certainly flying with Morton, and it goes the other way, much to the dismay of assistant coach.
I thought that was pretty fair enough. Glover had his body in front most of the time. As Cataruccio brings it up towards Naden. Now he's bringing that pace on.
Naden not getting the pass he would have liked.
No.
As now Yost will recover. Oh, yes, just only temporarily.
Yeah, a little spin out of play.
It's Quobo. Finds Nick Morton. Morton somehow controlled it. Herbert. Well cleared away there by Connor Schmidt.
Is Steph Caldwell now. Can he make amends for his previous missed shots? And someone's down behind play.
That's Tyler Harrison who's gone down. He is holding his head, so I believe we're going to get the concussion protocol checks out here.
Yeah, straight out with the trainer here. He's just right over on his hands and knees, so see what the prognosis is.
It's good to see the medical team taking all these things so seriously when it comes to head knocks.
Yeah, I think just over the last few years, just more teams having better training staff on hand, which is good. And Knights training staff out there at the moment. So we have about 20 minutes to go in this game. Still 0-0. I wouldn't say there's been too many clear-cut opportunities like in the last little while, but more half chances more than anything. I think both teams have had opportunities to get on the scoreboard, but they just haven't quite had that little bounce that's favoured them, or extra bit of quality that you need to take those sorts of half chances.
Yeah, you're certainly right. Knights did have their chances when it came down to Redfern as well, and Caldwell, fortunately not taking advantage. As play just about to get back underway. Looks like Harrison is okay to return to the field.
Yeah, South with a little quick one, just trying to take advantage of while the centre-back's out of play. And it might get it with Yost here.
Yost, he lost the ball in the spin. Oh, goodness me. What an opportunity if he just had his footing right.
Yeah, Burton got extremely lucky that ball bounced straight back to him there. If that bounced towards Yost, that could have been completely different, but they get away with it. It's good pressing from Austin Yost, who's been decent today. Some really nice bits of dribbling.
Yes, it certainly is. As Riley Morton happy to get back onto it. Tries to find Oates. Oates also loses the ball. Now Herbert. Back down to Oates. Oates with a driven delivery, but there was no one there. As Gorry retains. Oates trying to chase, but it will go out again for a throw-in.
Yeah, just little opportunity there, half opportunity with Adam Gorry making a nice little press and able to just put him under pressure. Samet will put up the line. Another sub getting readied out here on the Knights touchline. That'll be Jacob Clothier. We'll just see if that does eventuate.
That was a blatant handball.
Yeah, that looked like a handball to me from this angle.
I don't know how Copper has
I think he was unsighted by the angle there.
We will.
It was a complete reverse angle to where we were. And
we will give the angle the benefit of the doubt in that case.
Just see that arm movement from Oates. He gets away with one now, so I think Knights will have to really switch on, not concede from this opportunity. You wouldn't want to see that.
As Gorry takes the throw short. Gorry to Morton. Morton once again trying to dance. Nothing doing. Is now Redfern. I'm not too sure what the delivery expectancy was on that, as O'Connell sends it long. Right over the head of Gorry. Riley Dillon happy to get it back under play. Only as far as Raph Reynolds could have been dangerous with Riley Morton.
Go again, and out in the Naden direction. Nick Naden with a half chance here, and he puts it over the bar. Very tight angle for him. Half kind of side-footed volley there, and it just didn't sit down enough for him. Again, another half opportunity that's gone begging. It wasn't, you don't really expect someone to take that, but again, it's these sorts of things that will decide games against teams of this quality.
Absolutely. Naden, with that quality, could have finished there, but unfortunately we will go on as Adam Gorry will bust his way down the wing, but unfortunately could not get to it. Yeah, Naden did do well to control the ball, but just couldn't get the finishing target. Knights will now recover, but only as far.
It's Yostin, and Oates has gone down. It's a penalty for South Hobart. Oh, that's a big call. From where I was saying, I think that is probably a penalty. Harrison Oates using his pace and just wiggling his way through and just clipped on the way down. Jake Parrish is pleading with the referee that he didn't get as much of the man that he, thought there might be a pen there, and Nick Morton will step up, and this is a massive moment in this game.
This is a huge moment in the game that you just mentioned. There's been all these half chances now. They've got a critical chance.
Yes.
Just straight
100%.
from the penalty box. As Nick Morton, no stranger to this. Big moment man himself. Yeah. Nick Morton will take.
And this burden of it. Very young keeper. This will be a big moment for him.
Yes. Morton just steadying himself. Hasing a thing, doesn't waste time. Morton! Nick Morton calls the troops over. Let's celebrate in the flag.
South Hobart crowd coming alive here at Darcy Street. That is a very big moment in this game, and now Knights, they can't rely on a good point away from home. It's going to be, all right, we're going to have to respond to this now. 15 minutes to go. Can they get back into it? We'll wait and see.
There was almost 5 players of appealing to that decision to Copra. Only 2 were happy to confront, but Nick Morton does do the damage.
Yeah, very well taken penalty. Just cool as you like. Sent the keeper the wrong way. And that's why he has the track record that he does. Just a classy operator, Nick Morton.
Yes, the Mordhog himself, a la his nickname from dear commentator Andrew Cooling.
Yeah, I think be interesting to see how Knights react. They have made a little substitution here with Caruccio coming off.
Well, they're going to have to go for it now, Alex. Now they don't have that cushion of that point sitting in there.
It's like Dimitris Theodorou coming off, and I think what they'll do is they'll just have Parrish as the one holding midfielder. They were kind of playing with 1.5 with Caruccio kind of shuttling up a little bit more, and they've pushed. They're going to push an extra man forward here. I think Knights will. The last 10 minutes.
Naden's going to have to be key going down that flank.
I think so. Yeah, all front three. They're all quality. Caudle has, again, he's been very, very lively today. I think one of the best players in the park, but finishing boots just haven't quite been there.
If Naden can find the creativity, find Caldwell, he just might have a chance, but Knights really have to go for it now.
Yeah, and interesting to see how South Hobart react. I think they'll be very happy to take time out of the game, possess the ball, and they're quite a good possession team. So press is coming now from Knights, though, and they'll get an opportunity here through Dillon, but unfortunately he gives it away.
Personally, I think South are still just going to go build on it. I don't think that they'll even afford to try step back.
Yep, yeah, fair enough. So you want to bury your opponent when you can. So if they can get a two-goal lead here with under 10 minutes to go, that's golden.
Absolutely, 100%. The cries have come on South from the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd just getting into the game the last 10, 15 minutes really came alive for that penalty and the goal. They're absolutely loving it here at Darcy Street.
Certainly did. As now Knights go back to Tyler Harrison. Harrison just hands up, just calling for any option possible. Finds Connor Schmidt. Schmidt right into the back.
Yeah, just Yost doing enough defensively there. And Schmidt will have it back and go away for it by Kakubo, and then Harrison will bring it forward again.
As Morton just goes straight to the feet of Parrish. Ball will go out for a throw-in.
Yeah, and this is the sort of opportunity where South Hobart will take a little bit of extra time, just walking up towards the ball, trying to take a little bit of time out of the game, and looks like they are readying a substitution as well. I think they'll do that at another point in the game, maybe when Knights have possession of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to slow them down.
And just bullied off the ball right in front of the referee, but the referee has waved play on.
Don't think there was a foul there. Naden just getting tripped up on his own feet there, and Lancaster getting the ball away to Oates. Nice little flick through to Gorry, and Oates will have it again.
That was a lovely flick through there as Herbert.
Herbert's been good since he's come on. I really enjoyed his little cameos. Here he is again.
Gorry just wanting to go back. That was an interesting choice. Could have definitely put the throttle on, but if you want to defend, you want to defend, I guess.
Yeah, I think the possession is the name of the game here for South Hobart. They're just going to keep the ball as much as they can, and they get in a little bit of trouble, and Gorry's putting the afterburners on.
He's still going almost.
Bit of almost a mix-up there for Knights, and Samet will play it back to his keeper now.
As for
interesting little play there from Burden. Did end up coming for it in the end.
Burden sends it long to Redfern. Will be a throw-in for Glenorchy. Just on the 81st minute, there will be a substitution as Harrison Oates will be withdrawn.
Yes, the man who won the penalty for South Hobart has been given a starting opportunity this year for South, and it's paid off so far. I think along with Alex Brown, maybe two of the better young players who've come into starting positions this year. And Knights will get back underway with this one.
You mentioned the development of the starting players. Alex Brown now at Kimber Lions, now getting the development that he does need, as now Knights are going forward, finding the feet of Riley Dillon. But Dillon just still calling, just come up, support me.
Yeah, it's just been a little bit loose in that really crucial moments for Knights. They've been very good today, I have to say, but just in that last kind of, when you think, oh, this will be a really, really good opportunity, it hasn't quite eventuated for them today.
Absolutely, as Morton almost breaking off the ball there. That's well worked.
Here's Stefan Cordwell. He'll just misplace his pass a little bit. Kakubo again getting those rangy legs out.
As Connor Schmidt now finds the feet.
It'll be Theodoro who's come in, and then
Naden. Yes, that will be a free kick. Much to the dismay of all three South Hobart players. Hoibo couldn't quite believe it, wanted to point to the exact spot. This could be a very pivotal moment in this game, Alex.
Yeah, Theodoro, the sub, just coming on and showing his little bit of pace to win a free kick. And yes, a very crucial opportunity. You'll see the scoreboard in the background there. Only 7 minutes to play in regulation, and Riley Dillon standing over it, as well as Parrish. So Parrish is left-footed, so if there is a shot coming in, it will be from him, and they're probably just going to want to curl this one into the back stick, you would think.
Parrish goes short. Riley Dillon straight into the hands of Nick O'Connell.
Yeah, didn't quite get hold of that one, Riley Dillon, and finds the target, but nothing more.
As he goes short to Raph Reynolds. Reynolds down to Herbert. Herbert, once again, calling for the options as Gorry now feeds through down the flank.
He'll go down the flank, but it will miss his South Hobart compatriot, and Joel Samet will get put under pressure and end up being able to rebounding it off for a throw. I think it's potentially Liam Morton who's come on for South Hobart as well. And it will go way high in the air.
Yeah, so much to the point the copper had to watch out for his way as well.
Naden will bring it down. It will get chopped out by Schmidt, and it will go through by Liam Morton, and doesn't find a South Hobart player. We'll go up towards Dillon now. Dillon has space to run. It just tries to pass it through Reynolds, who's been an absolute rock for South Hobart today.
As Naden tries to get through the traffic, Quobo does very well to shove him off. O'Connell happy to clear it out.
Yeah, Kakubo's had a really solid game for South Hobart. I'd say that whole back four has been up there with the best of them so far.
As Naden Still trying to work through, just trying to find that equaliser. This is where the quality's really going to have to step up for Glenorchy. A new refreshed, regenerated squad.
Just avoiding Glover here. This is a good opportunity for Morton. He's got his brother in the middle for him. Goes low. Oh, good driven cross. Still under pressure here, Knights, but they'll get it away.
Very much under pressure. Lancaster down to Gorry. Gorry taken out. Referee always play on.
It was a 50-50, definitely. Both players got the ball there.
That's my apologies as Nick Morton sends it into the box. Nothing doing.
This is my opinion, and Cordell's just had a bit of cramp on the outside of that challenge. I think he's just been struggling a little bit in the last probably 5 minutes or so with his legs.
Urgency now showing from South to close the game. Knights obviously searching for that equaliser. Could come from Dylan as Herbert. Lancaster. Now down the flank to Yost. Yost down to Nick Morton. Morton, goodness, he almost shoulder blocked him off, but nothing doing. Referee well waved the advantage. As now down to Zamet.
Zamet with a nice little ball through and, well, actually completely overplayed in a way. I think he had the right idea of playing it up to Naden, but didn't have the angle on it. So O'Connell was just going to slow the game down and get it back underway through Reynolds, who would be in my votes for sure. I don't know if he'll be the 3 votes, but...
James Sherman with the hands on the hips after that one.
Yeah, interesting to see the body language of the Knights bench, and that's... Morton's been absolutely hauled over there by Dylan, and he's very happy to go down there. Another free kick, and 5 minutes to play. This is looking like an increasingly difficult task for Knights to get back in this one.
Yes, it certainly is, as Raf Reynolds will look to take. No rush. It almost teased the long ball. Back to Raf Reynolds. Reynolds now to Lancaster. To Herbert. Herbert will work his way down the left flank.
He's showing some good pace there, Jacob Herbert. And he'll just, again, possession name of the game for South Hobart right now. He's going to try and keep that ball.
It's well worked there by Kawabo. Riley Morton as the sweeper himself, Nick O'Connell. Just happy to send the ball long. Right down to Herbert. Herbert heads it. Looking for Yost. Well cleared away by Tyler Harrison. As nickname was just towered over there from Masasi Kawabo. Harrison.
He'll go away, and this is under pressure now for Knights. Riley Dillon in the vicinity. He'll get through. It'll be a 1-1. It's Riley Dillon! It's 1-1 for Glenorchy Knights. 3 minutes to play.
Celebrates with the Glenorchy Croatia fans there. What a response.
After all game South Hobart back 4, having an absolute blinder, they get put under a bouncing high ball, and they just get it wrong once, and they let Riley Dillon in, and you don't have to ask him twice to take a one-on-one opportunity.
No, definitely not Riley Dillon, ever the creativity man himself. Happy to take advantage of that mistake. 1-1 here at Darcy Street in the 87th minute. The crowd is still urging South to get into it, but goodness me, that's a big equaliser.
It's going to be an absolutely barnstorming finish here, I feel, at Darcy Street.
Yes, we've got a grandstand finish coming up, I think.
So, back to the drawing board for both teams in some ways. Dillon now through to Cordwell. Cordwell will almost get it over the top of Reynolds. And I think, given the game situation, I think Knights will be absolutely stoked with a 1-1 draw here.
Oh, immensely, definitely. Wouldn't say it was curtains at the 75th, but it was very hard to get back into it.
I think both teams will still push as Redfern's looking for Dillon.
Oh, both teams will definitely push.
Redfern again, bustling his way through. Morton again with an excellent slide challenge. And he'll get it up to Nick Morton now.
Morton trying to bully his way through.
We have 3 Mortons on the park now. So it's Morton to Morton connection. And there's another one putting the pressure on now, and Burden will get it away.
Goodness, why would you go back there? Why didn't you just go long?
Yeah, they get it long eventually, and that's a shadow. I don't think that was a handball.
And I don't think that's a foul either, to be fair.
Good refereeing, just letting the game play there.
South now looking to break through. Lancaster.
Little poke through now, Cordwell. Theodore's done well to get it to him, and here he is. He's going to cut inside, potentially.
He's got all the time in the world. Sends into Naden. Naden, the shot was blocked there by Morton.
Oh, Knights are finishing strong here. They've adapted to their kind of counter-attack, and Theodoro and Cordell doing very well there to set up a decent opportunity for Naden. They just didn't have the space. It'll come in now. Naden again's in the area. Get headed away by Kakubo.
The cries of get it out south as Tyler Harrison sends it in.
Gorry will go away.
Could be dangerous as Cordwell. Cordwell just slowing down the play. Sends it in. Oh, it's just wide.
A little bit long there from Steph Cordwell. And we're ticking in to injury time now. 1-1 here at Darcy Street. Will we see a winner? There's not much time left for it.
No, it certainly isn't. Not too sure how much stoppage time will be happening as we're now into the 90th minute. As now Ref Reynolds sends the ball up to the top, looking for the Morthog. Nick Morton almost shoved off his player. Oh, goodness me, they nearly got caught out there, Glenorchy.
Yeah, but Burton had to just get it away from the South Hobart player there. He couldn't make the switches what they wanted to do there.
As Adam Gorry now can send it into the box if he wants to try to find Yost. Looks to find his option, but oh goodness, he's trying to get hacked away too.
Yeah, a little bit long there. Burton just taking that one easily. Oh, Gorry's made a mistake there.
Almost a handball there by Adam Gorry, but we do go on as Riley Dillon. Oh, Gorry has taken him out there, and that will be another free kick.
This might be the last opportunity of the game, potentially. Dillon's done him all ends up there. And just in this last 5 minutes, South have just gotten in these one-on-one situations, and it's been hard for them. So
absolutely, Knights have finished the strongest, and now with a set piece, chance to win the game, take all the 3 points back to Glenorchy. As Dillon just happy to keep him waiting. He sends the ball in and finds the tall head of Tyler Harrison, or even Nick Naden with a bike. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Here's Dillon. He'll send it in. It's nice and long, but straight at Nick O'Connell. A little bit wasted there, you have to say, by the Knights number 7. But it's good press from Parrish.
Very good press there by Josh Parrish.
He's been an impressive player playing left back and midfield.
Goodness, Lancaster really took his player out there. Still manages to retrieve. Lancaster now finds Mashrasi. Nick Morton's calling for it down the wing. He elects to go to Herbert instead. Herbert through to Naden. Parrish to Reynolds. Reynolds now finds Nick Morton. Will Morton get the winner?
Oh, Summit with a good clearance, but he's given away a corner there.
Oh, grandstand finishing coming if they get the 3 points. South with a big chance for it. Looks like Nick Morton will be the one taking the corner. Morton does go short as Adam Gorry sends it in. Quabo. Still Mashasi Quabo. Nick Morton. Right into the feet.
Another corner here.
Will be another corner for South Hobart. Maybe they're finishing the strongest.
Yeah, well, they've certainly got the pressure. I don't think there'll be another chance for Knights in this game. You can see the referee looking at the watch. I think if this gets cleared, it will be a 1-1 draw. But stranger things have happened here. It will be Adam Gorry over the ball, and he's just making sure the placement is absolutely perfect here.
It's got to be centimetre perfect. As Gorry sends up the hand signal. Right into the box it goes. Header cleared away. Morton, Schmidt, Dillon. Perhaps Glenorchy might get the winner. No, not if they do a pass like that. Herbert now down. This could be dangerous. Quabo was taken out there, and that will be a free kick.
Yes. That was not a needed shield off the ball, and it just, you don't want to invite people to go down in that situation. I think there was definitely a block. I don't know if the contact was enough to take him down, but you kind of almost have to give that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a penalty, though. Looks like it's just outside the top of the box. So
yeah, just outside the top. Looks like Morton will be the one to take it again. This will test the young keeper, Angus Burden. He's already been beaten once.
Yeah. Just thinking about that play, I just think you just got to let your keeper go for that. Don't make contact in that position. Easier said than done. I mean, I've made some fouls in my time. So
but the elbow did go up. His body was there. You're always going to go down, and it's always going to be given.
No, big situation here. Nick Morton standing over it.
We have almost a 7-player wall here from Glenorchy.
Yost is also, I think, trying to plead his case. So just at least give a little bit of a feedback to Morton. I don't think he will be the one to take it, but you never know.
It could even be Austin Yost to be the winner. Both standing over it. They made it a fake. Here goes Morton. Morton over the bar. Oh, what a wasted opportunity.
That will be all she wrote here at Darcy Street. Tremendous game of football. 1-1 is the final score. I think you have to say fair result, Tanner.
Oh, definitely a fair result. Very end-to-end game. South Hobart did have the break for the 75th minute through Nick Morton in the penalty. Riley Dillon, ever the tradesman himself, come back, 1-1.
Yep. One penalty, one open play goal. I kind of wonder how this will set them up for the rest of the season. Potentially, a lot of teams locked together on 10 points it will be after this.
Yes, both teams still remaining undefeated. But, yeah, very good game here at Darcy Street.
Yeah, it's been a cracking match. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream if you had. My name's Alex Mummery. Joining me alongside has been Tanner Code. Very enjoyable day of football overall. You stick around for the rest of the weekend's games, and we'll see you next time.